Can you hear me okay? All right. So it's my honor this year to welcome the new members to CCYC. It's especially amazing to see how many third-generation members we have joining the club this year. Evidently, Mom and Dad did a good sales job, so good on you. As you will see from the videos that will be displayed at the 75th anniversary following, this club is very much built on the backs of members. As a second-generation member myself, I've probably taken for granted the impact these contributions and what it means to what we have today. I believe that you don't necessarily appreciate that until you get involved. Since recently retiring from work, I now am spending more time at the club, and I've gained a huge appreciation for the hours that are spent making this club one of the best on the coast. And that's not just my foolish pride speaking. That comes by way of feedback from members from neighboring yacht clubs, so you get that great feedback. I know many of you new members have busy lives and with careers and young families going in different directions, but please take the time to find out how you can contribute, even if those contributions are small. If you're not sure how you can contribute, talk to the directors, flag officers, senior members, or even your sponsor. I encourage you to attend the cruises. There are about a dozen or so cruises each year, and the cruises are absolutely the best way to meet other members and form new friendships. For the first time, we're having a new members cruise coming up, and that's coming up in a few weeks, and then after that is going to be our first ever martini cruise. And I can't imagine there'd be any trouble happening before that. So it's great. It's been great to see that more members come out with their young families, and the last cruise we must have had 8 or 10 kids present, so I think that's a great tradition.
Thanks, Gord. So thank you to everyone for coming out today and welcome aboard to our new members. I would like to start by telling you about the Ladies Auxiliary of Capital City Yacht Club. We're not a group of ladies that meet once a month, bring out our knitting needles and our crochet hooks and have a cup of tea. We jokingly refer to our group as the nuts and bolts of this fine yacht club. I am honored this year to be the president of this fine group. Our members are hardworking and caring individuals that are very involved in this club and are very busy behind the scenes even today. I would like to tell you about a few of our recent accomplishments. Through continued club events, plus donations and a lot of hard work, the Ladies Auxiliary are extremely proud to note that over the past 2 years, we have donated $3,700 to the club. That money has been given to help update the sound system in our clubhouse, purchase new furniture for our outdoor patio, purchase the memorial plaque that is displayed at our cenotaph outside, purchase the materials needed to build 6 standing cocktail tables. Also, through much success, our Christmas fundraisers over the last 2 years have resulted in donations of $1,100 to the Alzheimer's Society and $1,085 this year to the Mount Newton Center Society. To the new first mates of the club, it sounds like a group that you would like to be a part of. It's a great way to meet new friends, get your feet wet, and get involved in the finest yacht club on the island. Please check out our brochure or the roster. Either has all the information that you will need. If you have any questions, please search out any of our members. We proudly display our pins on our lapels to help you in your first contact other than myself. Oh, I actually would like to introduce Jackie. Shannon is Jackie Lilly in the galley. Sorry about that, I actually forgot about this stuff. Jackie Lilly is our membership chair, and she will gladly talk to everyone. Thank you, Mr. Lilly. Jackie Lilly!
My name is Jennifer Lewis. I am pleased to be your fleet captain for 2017. As fleet captain, my committee and I are responsible for holding the club cruises to various off-site locations such as Genoa Bay, Port Browning, Poets Cove, Mill Bay, Todd Inlet, and even Desolation Sound. As Kurt mentioned, all members are invited to the upcoming new members cruise on June 9th to 11th at Poets Cove. If you are a new member and have not been to a cruise before, or perhaps you're a not so new member and feel like it's time, please consider attending. This cruise is not just for newbies. All members are invited to come, and please bring your friends and waitlisted members.
And have a picture taken with our Commodore. So I will start with Lance Richmond and his wife Michelle.
12 years.
Say Basin. That's right. Boathouse.
It's to another anniversary. It just so happens that our Ladies Auxiliary is celebrating its 70th anniversary this year. So I'd like you to please raise your glasses to the ladies that do so much to support the activities of this club. It's fantastic to see so many of you about today's celebration. I understand that number is now over 300, so it proves what a heritage we have to enjoy. And for anyone who does not know me, my name is Kurt Melange, and I'm the Commodore for the 2016-2017 year. Thinking back to the late 80s, my dad suggested that I join this club called Capital City Yacht Club. Of course, being a guy in his 20s, I knew everything there was to know, and bought the idea belonged to some damn club. So, couldn't believe how smart my dad thought after a few years. I feel very fortunate to now be a member of CCYC. After joining the executive about 8 years ago, I quickly realized the effort it takes to run an organization like we have, or like to think we did, I did anyway. It was quite overwhelming to see the types of tasks that need to be dealt with, and these tasks are being accomplished by volunteers and only volunteers. Drop by on a Tuesday, a Wednesday, or a Thursday, you will see the office staff paying the bills, preparing the financial statements. You'll see maintenance being done on boat sheds and cement walls being poured, or you'll see the lawns being cut, you see the hedges being trimmed, and the gardens weeded. As I said before, this is all done with volunteers. Many other yacht clubs run a facility like ours and depend on paid employees to do these many tasks. But not here at CCYC, it's all volunteer, so I'm sure we're proud. It's no mystery as to why most have joined CCYC, a facility that is the envy of many while enjoying ridiculously low mortgage rates. And the reason we enjoy this is substantially due to the forethought and hard work of our early members, followed by those that believe seriously in always moving forward. For that reason, we enjoy a world-class facility at a cost that keeps voting real for many of us. I'm eternally grateful to those men and women. I recently took the time to reread the club history, what really resonated with me was the pace of the progress. Certainly the club has had its highs and lows, new locations, new clubhouses, but also events like the snow of '96, which saw serious damage to the basin and many members' boats, of course. Regardless, there was always a mindset to rebuild and improve. In the midst of all the volunteer work, we do have some fun, sometimes a lot of fun. Long-standing traditions such as Capodelgo Cruise have formed many long-time friendships with the Fidalgo Yacht Club. And of course, we also enjoy a host of other cruises and club events, many of which we have enjoyed for many years, and so have many of the resulting stories from those cruises. Likely the most notorious stories result in the awarding of the Blue Heron Trophy, which is generally awarded for the loss of direction, loss of boat accessories, and even sometimes loss of dignity. CCYC also has a long history of contributing to the community events such as the CNIB cruise, which sadly CNIB no longer can work with us on that. We provide students at Parklands a safe place to hold their graduation parties, and we make some significant contributions to local Christmas charities. The club also provides donations to several organizations such as Marine Rescue Societies and Marine Parks Forever Society. For many years, CCYC has been the park host for Todd Inlet, welcoming and assisting visitors from many places. We are also fortunate to belong to an organization such as we have. If you're ever in doubt about that, take the time to read the club history. It's a real eye-opener. I sincerely hope that we never lose sight of the traditions and values that got us where we are today. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everyone. What a tremendous turnout. Before I start with my presentation, I would like to kind of pay tribute to some people that have made some of this possible. One of them was Barbara Craven, who took it upon herself to go over all the club's history, years and years back to 1942, and put it together in a written form so we could understand it. She is responsible for her, I'll have to apologize for reading this because I seem to have a brain that's, our memory is a little bit short and fuzzy, like a rabbit's tail. I'd also like to recognize George Burrow for providing the video that you're going to see, plus the other visual records of our history, our club's history throughout the years.
George's music's too loud.
I'll carry on here. Two of these original power boats, Caramia 2 and Tum Tum, are still active in our club. Originally, the club operated on leased land at Canoe Cove before moving to Clark Brothers in Seam Harbor in 1959. The development of our club at its present location in Blue Heron Bay was made feasible by a far-sighted member, Les Cole, and his wife, Millie. They purchased the original 2 acres and made it possible for the club to acquire this property from them in 1964. Les and Millie were extremely modest people. He was a Navy seaman and she a war bride. Perhaps this is one of the reasons that our club has often been referred to as the working men's club. Dredging for the entrance channel into the bay was completed in 1967. During the following years, work was carried out mostly by our member volunteers to establish the clubhouse, floats, boat sheds, and retaining walls. Arrangements were made to purchase additional adjoining property from Les and Millie in 1988, and more expansion followed. When the blizzard of 1996 hit, CCY members had to rescue 31 sunken and damaged boats, as well as almost 2/3 of boathouses and docks, which had also sunk. The Canadian Coast Guard assisted by monitoring the boat recovery and ensuring that all contaminants were contained. Also, crews from Campbell Construction as Victoria Pile Driving also helped tremendously with their heavy equipment and expertise. Again, our member volunteers stepped up to the plate. Free lunches were prepared and served daily by Our Ladies Auxiliary. Now folks, this was about 100 lunches every day. This made an onerous task much more tolerable. Refloating and rebuilding was completed in record time. In 2010, our new clubhouse was completed with more space and facilities for our members to enjoy for many years to come. One of the strengths of CCYC is the dedication of its member volunteers. General maintenance work parties with upwards of 80 members and grounds maintenance work parties of up to 20 members turn out weekly. Unfortunately, we've just lost one of our oldest honorary life members, Marvin Glover. That was on Monday. He was 97 and still active with the ground maintenance crew until this year. We have, I'll repeat, but our membership guide, we have 185 on the waiting list to join. And a little trivia, our current Commodore, Curtis Belanger, has the honor of being our club's 70th Commodore. Our club is also as active in our community. Over the years, we have contributed more than $71,000 to BC Parks Forever Society and continue to support this program financially each year. We donate funds to the Sydney and Brentwood Coast Guard Auxiliaries. And then, until recently, in conjunction with the CNIB, we have hosted a fishing derby for the Greater Victoria Visually Impaired. This event began in 1967. Our members also act as park hosts that taught in the Marine Park each summer. 7 of our members organized and participated in the very first Sydney's Parade of Lighted Boats in 1986.
Okay, so we have one very special